Hi everybody, it's Peter Zellum's GriniFlix Adventure 8. Welcome to another video. Today it's about iTechWorld batteries. I'm about to go on a trip to Central Australia again. On my outback journeys I always carry power stations with me. And today I'm going to be reviewing this latest power station by iTechWorld. It's a PS800 Power Station. This time going to Lake Eyre. There's been a lot of water around Australia. It's all flowing inland to the central lake, Lake Eyre, which is about 20 or 30 meters below sea level. There's been a lot of water coming in. If you can hear the rain as well, it's raining here right now. A lot of water been coming in over the last 5 years, so there's going to be a lot of bird life, flora, fauna. It's going to be a fantastic trip. On my outback journeys, I always carry power stations with me. And today I'm going to be reviewing this latest power station by iTechWorld, and it's the PS, I think? PS? Well, anyway, what do they call it? It's a PS800 Power Station. So the capacity of this power station is just over 500 watts, and its maximum output is about 800 watts. So depending on what sort of appliance you have, you can use it with this power station. So for example, a bar fridge, a small coffee, 240 volt coffee machine, espresso machine maybe, but you have to see the specifications on whatever appliance you want to connect. We might wait for the rain to slow down a bit before I continue. The power station that I'm traveling with in my Toyota Land Cruiser Troop Carrier is the 1300P. That power station is probably about 3 years old now, and it has been superseded by, I think, the 1800 PS1800. There'll be some details in the video, and I'll highlight all the different ones that are available right now. So I've got quite a few power stations. I've got the jump starter, the JS80. That can be used as a power station as well as for starting your car, so that's my backup when I'm traveling out back. Then I've got the 1300P, which is large enough to do induction cooking. So my induction cooker takes 1000 watts, so all my cooking is induction. It's much safer that way. In my other four-wheel drive that I use for my urban camping, I've got my PS2000 uninterruptible power supply. And this latest PS800 is a smaller capacity power station, 500 watts, just over 514 or something like that. But it's also an uninterruptible power supply. So if you're running your computer, you're doing some critical work, photo editing for example, and you could be running 240 volts from here to your computer, and you could have this connect up to a power supply wherever you are, 240 volts. So that the power is going through the power station to the computer, and if for some reason your main power supply fails, then the power station cuts in straight away. So that's an added benefit in this capacity unit. It's easy to transport. Its weight will be there in the specifications. I did also get another carry bag here. You can just carry it like that, obviously, but if you want a fancier carry bag, well, then there's an optional carry bag you can get as well from iTechWorld, in which case you can just, put it in there, zip it up, and then you can carry it where you need. This is not meant for operations. When you want to use the power station, then you've got to take it out the carry bag. And then the carry bag's got pockets, extra pockets, so you can actually put in your instructions in there. And you've got room for extra cables. So talking about cables, what comes in the box? I haven't got the box here, I left it at home. But basically you get the power station in the box, you get the instructions in the box, car outlet, cigarette outlet in the box as well, cable. So that's for charging the unit. You get an Anderson plug, 50 watt Anderson, 50 amp Anderson plug, which is also for charging the unit. So this can either connect directly to your power system in your four-wheel drive or your boat or your caravan, and or you can connect this directly to your solar panels. So the maximum input for this unit from solar panels, that's unregulated power, is 200 watts, because the regulation actually occurs within the power station. If you have a 240 volt source, then you can charge from 240 volts directly into the power station. The maximum charging rate from 240 volt source is 400 watts. So to fully charge this unit from flat to its maximum capacity is about 1.5 hours of charging. What also comes in the box is a little pouch like so, where you can actually put in your cables. And this is a pretty big cable. What I find is I leave that one out because the bag's not quite big enough for all these cables. So that's a good idea to then get that extra bag. So you can put your cables in there, and also put your instructions in there, and also the unit. The specifications of this unit are actually on the back of the unit. So if you're ever in doubt as far as what you got there, or you need to be reminded what's the maximum capacity, then you'll find it there on the back. You have an on-off power here, and to turn it on, it's a matter of pressing it and holding it. Then the unit comes on and you've got a nice, wonderful display. So now that it's on, we've got all your power outputs here, including on the end here. So on the end we've got a 240 volt output, and then here we've got USB outputs. There's 2 of those, and then you've got 2 USB-C outputs, which are rated at 20 watts each, and then you also got a 100 watt USB-C output. The 100 watt then can drive my MacBook Pro. The maximum capacity for the USB-C port on this to actually power this unit, the MacBook Pro 16-inch screen is 100 watts. So you can fully charge this at its maximum rate, which is good to know. Output of these other USB-Cs will do camera batteries, mobile phones, etc. Right, now to turn on these outputs, also here we've got our car type cigarette lighter output, as well as a 12 volt 10 amp output connector here as well. To turn off any of these outputs, there's a button underneath each one of them where you just turn it on, turns on the output, USB-C here, and then also you can, if I press that, then I've got 240 volts. So you can have the output power, 240 volts and the 12 volts USB-Cs all at once. And then if you are charging, then you have the input part here. Now the input part's got a child safety cover here. So if you've got a really strong nails, you can flick that up. Or you might find that you have to get one of your credit cards. Got my bus card here, and then it's easier to get it underneath there and lift that up. If you don't press it all the way down, then you can just lift up anytime you like. If you're using this as an uninterruptible power supply, or you just want to charge a unit, that's where your charging inputs are, either for the solar panels or your car or your caravan or boat, or 240 volts there. There is a fan in here that will be activated when it needs to. So depending on what your charging rate is, input or your output power, it will determine whether that fan comes on or not. There is a light here, and there's a number of functions to the light. If we just turn it on once, then the light comes on. If you press it again, it will send out an SOS light signal. So dash dash dash, no, dot dot dot, dash dash dash, dot dot dot, and then it repeats that. Or then if you just want it set up as a warning signal, for example, you're changing tyres in the middle of the night on a busy road, then you can set that up so at least it's flashing to warn drivers coming behind you or oncoming traffic that you are there doing something on the side of the road. and then that turns it off again. I am affiliated with iTechWorld. The good thing about that is iTechWorld then give my viewers and subscribers, that's you, so if you are a subscriber, it's fantastic, thank you very much. If you're a viewer and you haven't already subscribed, then do press subscribe, press notifications, you'll be notified when the next video is coming out. But as a viewer or a subscriber, you're entitled to actually an extra 5% discount on top of whatever discounts iTechWorld are offering on their website. An extra 5% on top of those if you use the Adventure 8 discount code. Yeah, there you go. There's a benefit to actually watch my channel. iTechWorld have a whole bunch of gear. Just go to their iTechWorld.com.au and you'll see power stations, refrigerators, battery components, wiring, cables, solar panels, whether they be portable or fixed. Basically, iTechWorld got all your power needs, whether it be fixed or whether it be portable power solutions. You get an extra 5% off any discounts they're running by using the Adventure 8 discount code. All right, now just quickly while I'm talking batteries, someone did send me this. It's a little torch and it is a lithium battery as well. It's the smallest lithium battery I have and a torch. It's by Wuben. Wuben sounds like Ruben, but with a Chinese accent. Wuben. There'll be some links in the video. If you like this little unit, actually it's a battery company, like a torch type battery company, and they make all sorts of different lighting small battery components, including this one here. So what's unusual about it is actually most torches are sort of cylindrical. This is rectangular and thin, and what's unique about it is the way it can be positioned. The torch bit is that little bit there. You've got an on-off switch here, and then once you've turned the main on-off switch, then there's a button here, just press that and the torch comes on. But you can actually pivot this torch, so it can be like that, or I can rotate it back towards me. So what's unique about that is that depending on how you mount this, it can be like that, you can be lighting something up, or it can be flat like that. So if you're in a tent, you can just light up the ambience, or like that. So the great thing about all these flat surfaces, it actually stands on things. But you can then also, if you've got something metallic, it also sticks to anything metal. It's got also a clip here, so you can actually attach it to your clothing, or like a card like that. Look at my microphone there, but anyway, you get the gist. And that can be, that little clip can be moved around on that flat surface, on that edge there, or on that edge there. So the attaching part is pretty easy. There's a little tether spot there, so you can attach a little tether to it as well. I can't remember whether there was a tether with this unit or not. And then if you want something really interesting, you can change the lighting. So this is, besides being a torch, you can also have, it's an RGB light, so you can red, green, blue light, and you press the button and you activate the other light here. You can change that color, which is all very nice. So if you want your disco in the tent, and that's what you do. And then that, when you put it back to white light, you can change the intensity of that as well, with that same scrolling. That's low intensity, and then I can actually increase the intensity quite substantially. How's that? So when you want to charge this, then that same switch here that's for turning on, if you slide it across completely, you can get access to the USB-C port. Then you can plug in your USB-C port there, get to your iTechWorld Power Station, or wherever your power source is, connect to that, and then the little red light comes on. That little red light will go blue when the torch is fully charged. Anyway, something unusual. If you're interested in this light, just go to Wuben website or Amazon. You'll find all the details. They're running a whole bunch of promotions and discounts right now as well. All right, so I can turn that off, put that away. That's iTechWorld Power Station. I am associated with some other companies as well. You can find out all the discounts that our different companies offer my viewers and subscribers by going to my Adventure 8 site, which is adventure8.com.au. There will be a tag there, shopping discount. Just go there and you'll find all the companies that I'm associated with. But if you're after a power station, you're after portable power solutions, then iTechWorld, I can highly recommend them. I've been with them for about 4 years now, and their products, their services are outstanding. Thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers, bye.